and chapter 20, verse 1. Well, yeah, I'm here in front of the Twin Towers now, Petronas Twin Towers. And battery's low here, battery's low everywhere, didn't plan on, but anyhow, it's not so much a thing. Let's continue, start with the chapter. Verse 1, John chapter 20, verse 1. Now on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb early, while it was still dark, and saw that the stone had been taken away from the tomb. Okay, there's no darkness here, right? It's not early in the morning. There's no stone, no tombs. Okay, so I'm not standing for that reason here at all. Why am I standing as well? It's a tourist one, very famous one, and I think it's just important. This news of the empty tomb is taken everywhere, right? It's taken to even such very important or famous spots all over the world, right? I mean that's the whole idea. Because of the empty tomb, we have hope, and so since we have hope, we need to take it absolutely everywhere. The word needs to be preached everywhere. There needs not be a place where the word is not preached. Okay, in front of the, yeah, well, everywhere basically. Certain places your head will be cut off if you're going to preach there, but anyhow. Right. um, so as far as we do this stuff. So it's the first day of the week. That's why we celebrate, like they call it in Russia, Воскресенье, because it means resurrection. It's a Sunday. It's not a day when we worship the sun. The opposite of it, we worship the sun. So if we call it the Sunday, then that might be a lot better concept or idea of the Sunday rather than the Sunday when they used to worship. Okay, so it's kind of always for me funny when people get so about we don't celebrate Christmas because it comes from a pagan holiday, but then they have no problem calling Sunday Sunday, which comes from a pagan holiday. They do that once a week, and they go to church on that day as well. So it's kind of anyhow. Okay, so the reason why we celebrate now not on the Sabbath anymore, on the Saturday that is, the last day of the week, but on the first day of the week, it is because of the resurrection ultimately, right? The other thing is just for interstate. It's not in every culture, in every language. So actually, like in Russia on the calendar, they will show that Sunday is the last day of the week, not the first day of the week. And I remember when I grew up as well, I always thought Sunday's last day of the week. I never thought that Sunday's the first day of the week. I mean, your week ends at Sunday, and then it starts on Monday, kind of idea. But yeah, no, we actually in actual fact know that Sunday. So no, yeah, it's a kind of some people. Some say that Adam and Eve they ate the fruit on the eighth day. No, they rested. God rested on the seventh day, and the Sabbath that He made, and then the next day that they ate the fruit. So that is when the fall happened. So by Jesus being raised on the first day, the eighth day, that is now when. But I mean, we don't know. It sounds nice, but we don't know. Okay. Anyhow, but what we do see from this verse is it gives an explanation why we as a church, most churches celebrate the Sunday as Resurrection Day. In other words, why we meet on Sundays. And it was still dark, right? She went early so that she, by the time the sun rises, she can start with this whole process. Okay, the body, there might be some odors in the morning. It's still kind of cool. It would be nicer, better to do this. Okay, so there she got to the tomb, but she's like, oh, there's no tomb. The stone has been taken away. She must have been at that stage. Okay, I'm here for a job. I can't do my job because stone is running away. I mean, okay, so well, uh, in one hand, stone is taken away. She's a woman coming there. What did she think of? Well, she most likely thought that there will be people in the garden who will be able to help her roll the stone away. Okay, and you would need a number of people like that. And so you don't need to say that she was stupid, she didn't think of it. She most likely just thought that there will be people there that will be able to help her. It's kind of normal. Okay, so that's why she came. Don't need to see this as a feminine kind of mistake or anything like that. And no, I don't think so. But so well to a shock here is coming there. She doesn't even need to ask for the stone to be rolled away because it's rolled away. Verse 2. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one whom Jesus loved, and said to them, they have taken our Lord, the Lord, out of the tomb, and we do not know where they have laid him. Okay, so it doesn't state in the text that they went into the tomb and looked and saw that the body is not there, right? All we know is that we see that the stone is rolled away, and their conclusion, no, they say they could have looked in or something. Okay, and then, but it's not stated. All it says is they saw the stone roll away. Their conclusion into this is the body must have been taken somewhere. We don't know. Remember as well that he was buried there not because that's where they really wanted to bury him, but for the fact that the garden was, that tomb was nearby where he was crucified, and it was the Passover, so they had to kind of bury him and then come back for him, kind of idea. So for that matter, I mean, this was not. They kind of knew this is not a permanent tomb, just a temporary thing. Because for the stone to be rolled away, then it does make sense that she would have thought, okay, well, they came. It's a new day. They came. They took the body away. They took it to another place where he's ultimately going to be buried. But now we don't know where that is. Right? The other one we knew, but now this one we don't know. That's why they went back to the disciples to go, and that they will now take the responsibility of finding out. So what did they do with the body? This is what they did. Now, it states that she ran, but then it states that we don't know where they laid them. So it clearly as well shows that she's not the only one that went. From the other Gospels, we know that other women went there. So, but she's now the focus. John is focusing on her, so he's speaking from her point of view as if she was. But here, already clearly in her answer, she is explaining that there were others as well. We don't know where they laid them. So she went to Peter and to John together. We don't know about the other disciples, what happened to them, where they were. But that's that thing. So you guys, please go and find and ask and find out where's the lady.